Hi, I'm Greg, the Avid Amateur, and about 10 months ago I bought a Duxtop cooker, induction cooker. And at that time I did a box open review. And then since then I've had a lot of questions about the Duxtop, how I like it and this sort of thing, and would I do another review. And so that's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to do a review on it. First thing I want to say about it is that we use it as often as we can. The only thing that would stop us from using it is if the pan is aluminum instead of steel. Why, of course it won't cook on an induction top cooker. So when that happens, why, I have to go back to the old electric. Gotta have that coffee. So, what is it I like about it, and what is it I don't like about it? Well, the first thing I like about it, it's easy to clean. And I'm going to show you that. Every time I cook, I get to stirring and messing around and I make a mess out of everything. So my Duxtop is dirty from yesterday afternoon, and I'm going to show you how easy this thing is to clean, and when you get done it looks like the day you bought it. You can see it's, I'll give you a better shot there. It's pretty well stained and messed up and spots and everything else all over it. Easy to clean. All I do is take a bottle of window cleaner, give it a good squirt, and just start wiping it down. The only thing about cleaning it is you need to unplug it, because when you run over the controls here, why, they turn off and on and this sort of thing. See, a little something stuck there, it comes right off. There's something kind of stuck on there. A little extra squirt. Take a dry towel, wipe it off. And basically, it's going to look like new. No scrubbing, just wiping. And there you have it. Clean as the day I bought it. So, what is it I like about the Duxtop? Well, just like I showed you there, number one, it's easy to clean. Number two, the thing heats at least twice as fast and maybe faster than electric. It's amazing how fast this thing heats. And this particular model, whether you can see it or not, has what it says there, boil. You hit boil, it goes to maximum power, and it'll boil your water just almost instantly. One of the best features is how easy it is to control and how fast it'll heat something up. Control panel is very intuitive, very user-friendly. There's nothing really to it, and the thing will heat almost instantly. Now, I'm going to show you how fast it will heat. Here's a cup of water. Pour it in my little pan. See how fast it boils 1 cup of water. The old timer's running. Starting to see the little bitty bubbles in the bottom of the pan. Getting lots of bubbles. I can feel the heat coming up. We're at 1 minute. As you can see, the water is boiling. 1 minute and 22 seconds. I don't know if you can see that or not. some things don't show up. Now, I turn that off. There, stop boiling almost instantly. If that was on an electric cooktop, if I turned it off, why, it'd still be there and boiling and boiling and boiling and boiling. That's one of the big advantages to these things. Let's turn it off. That's the blower blowing. It blows to cool the inside of the unit off. Now, one thing while you're cooking, it's I guess it's kind of a negative, is pans tend to slide around. And as you're stirring whatever you're cooking and stuff, you can get it off center, and then it'll only be heating on one little edge. So you need to keep your pan centered. It has a timer control, so you turn it on, hit menu, go to timer, and then you hit the timer there and you adjust it for how many minutes, how many seconds, whatever you want it to heat. You hit this control, it goes to warm, 140 degrees, and then you can adjust the temperature up and down accordingly. It has a lockout, keep kids from playing with it. The thing really works great. I'm going to turn it off, and I think I'll unplug it so we don't hear the fan. The fan does shut off automatically after about 2 minutes. Okay, so number one, it's easy to clean. Number two, how fast it heats, and you can bring it to a perfect simmer without worrying about it scorching or boiling or whatever. You have that much control over the temperature. You can control it by power levels 1 through 10, or you can control it by temperature levels, 140 degrees all the way up to 350, I think it is. The warmer works great. You can put it on warm and you just walk away and forget it. It'll keep your food at a perfect 140 degrees. You can bring it to a boil, then adjust your temperature, and you can get it to boil perfectly without boiling over. Like if you're boiling pasta, you know how pasta wants to foam up and boil over? Well, you can adjust this perfectly where it will not do that, and it will continue to maintain a boil. Like I said earlier, it turns off instantly. Well, you hit the off button and the heat's gone. And I don't know if I mentioned or not, one of the nice things, the pan is hot, but the cooktop is not. The only place that's going to be hot is right under the pan, and this is already cool. I just about put my hand on there. But it's not hot because the Duxtop's hot, it's hot because the pan setting on it's hot. If I move the pan over here, it's going to heat that up. Understand what I'm saying is? What I'm saying is that this doesn't get hot. You can put your hand on it. The only area it's going to get hot is the area underneath your pan. So those are the positives. Some of the negatives, they've gone up in price. I paid $175 for this unit, and they're now $104. They start, depending on the bells and whistles you get, at about $57, and they go all the way up to about $179 for a double. Another negative is, of course, it takes up counter space. If I could find a unit that would fit, I would replace my electric cooktop with a 3 or 4 burner induction cooker. A little warning is, you don't want to cook underneath your cabinets. The tendency is to set it underneath the cabinet and then cook there. When you cook there, why, the steam and stuff from what you're cooking, or grease if you're frying, why, it's going to get all over your cabinets. And the moisture is not good for wood cabinets. It's going to hurt the finish, and it may warp the doors or whatever. So you don't want to cook underneath your cabinetry. Of course, the only other thing is negative, I think, is the fact that it's so slick. But, you know, easy to clean. Let's review here. Easy to clean, heats instantly, simmers perfectly, will keep your food perfectly warm at 140 degrees. You can boil without it boiling over the top, turns off instantly. The only negative is the fact that it takes up space, and it is slick. You gotta watch yourself. You gotta be careful. That's it. That's about all I gotta say about the Duxtop. Other than the price is up, they're getting expensive. No time to buy like now. Duxtop ought to be sending me a free one. They're not. I didn't get this one free. I paid full price for it at the time. And I have no incentive from Duxtop or Amazon or anybody else to make this review. So, in the meantime, you know, this channel is really all about photography and camping, four-wheeling, and a little bit of cooking. So keep your wheels turning and keep your shutter clicking. And if you thought this was worthwhile, why, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, pass it on, you know, do all those kind of things to help me get some views. This is one of my more popular views. We got almost 4,000 views on the Duxtop. Not big, but it's big for me. Okay, well, I appreciate all of you for watching, and we'll catch you on the rebound. Bye now. And as you can see, the water is boiling. 1 minute and 22 seconds.